Hello students, in this video I will explain about the two more parameters, bond enthalpy and bond order. Bond enthalpy and bond order. First I will explain you about the bond enthalpy. Whenever enthalpy word is used, you should to know that it is related to the energy. Bond enthalpy, when the bond is formed, energy is released. When the bond is formed, energy is released. And when we break the bond, energy is required. And the amount of energy required to break the bond or the amount of energy released to form the bond is equal. And that is mainly called the bond enthalpy. The amount of energy required to break the bond is called bond enthalpy. That is why we will discuss about the bond dissociation enthalpy. Bond dissociation enthalpy. Bond dissociation enthalpy. The amount of energy required to break the bond of 1 mole of a molecule in the gaseous state is called bond dissociation enthalpy. You can note the sentence. Note the sentence. The amount of energy required. The amount of energy required to break the bond. Of 1 mole of a molecule in a gaseous state for example, you can see the amount of energy required to break 1 mole of same type of bonds in a gaseous molecule is called bond dissociation enthalpy. There is a hydrogen gas in the gas. This S2 in the gas state, bonds are broken, form 2 atoms of hydrogen, and this amount of energy is required. It is bond dissociation enthalpy of the hydrogen molecule. In the case of polyatomic molecules, all the bond dissociation enthalpy is not equal. You can illustrate with the help of example that in a water molecule, structure is like this one: O, H, and H. This is oxygen hydrogen bond. This is oxygen hydrogen bond. In the water molecule, in the gaseous state, when this bond is broken, hydrogen is released. 498 kilojoules per mole of energy is required. For breaking the first hydrogen atom, 498 kilojoule per mole of energy is required. When we get OH, now if we have to break this bond, to release the hydrogen, 430 kilojoule per mole of energy is required. I mean to say, hydrogen is bonded with the oxygen. Hydrogen is bonded with oxygen. This hydrogen is bonded with this oxygen. I would say hydrogen is bonded with the same oxygen atom. Even then, bond dissociation enthalpy is different. You can see with the help of example. That is the average bond enthalpy. Will be 498 plus 430 upon 2. When you calculate it, then you will get the mean bond enthalpy. Next, there is bond order. Bond order is defined as the number of covalent bond. Number of covalent bond present in a covalent compound is called bond order. I am repeating the sentence. Bond order is defined as the number of covalent bond in a covalent molecule is called bond order. If there is a single covalent bond, bond order will be 1. If there will be double covalent bond, bond order will be 2. If there is triple covalent bond, bond order will be 3. Number of, you can see that bond order is equal to the number of covalent bonds present in a covalent molecule. For example, in case of hydrogen molecule, there is a single covalent bond, that is why bond order is 1. In case of oxygen molecule, there is a double covalent bond, bond order is 2. In the case of N2 molecule, there is a triple covalent bond. It means bond order is 3. With the help of bond order, you can determine its strength. Higher the bond order, more strength the bond. That is why triple covalent bond, in the case of triple covalent bond, this bond is more strength and it is more stronger because it has 1 sigma and 2 pi bond. Bond dissociation enthalpy will be more. Higher the bond order, greater its bond enthalpy, greater its stability, and you can say greater its strength. And bond order is always, bond order is always positive. It cannot be negative. Bond order is always positive. It cannot be negative. If the bond order comes 0, if the bond order comes 0, it means molecule does not exist. It means molecule does not exist. And greater the bond order, greater the stability.